Generic greetings and welcome to Stellaris. Once again, it's been quite some time since I've featured this on the channel, and that's simply because I've got over 300 hours played, so there's only so much you can do before you're sort of going through the same old motions and seeing the same sort of gear, which is why patches and DLC are good in this case, because we get to see new stuff. Specifically, this is the 1.8 update and the Synthetic Dawn DLC, which adds, among other things, Machine Empires, which is what I'm currently playing. So I thought I would show you a bit of it, and you can decide whether it's something for yourself or not. Full disclosure here, I've played about 2.5 hours, so certainly your first impressions, but I've got most of it down. Anyway, rolling back for a moment, Machine Empires. Now, there was always robots in Stellaris, so it was always a sort of cornerstone of the game. You would be able to start off as a biological species, like whatever that thing would be, and you could have robots working for you. So you could build robots on planets, you could research robotics and things like that, and sentient AI. And it would be essentially something that you would control, and they would give you bonuses. So they might be good at labour and like mining and stuff like that, but they wouldn't be any good at research. Now, that was then... that could be bad, because you could also have... what was one of the endgame events was a machine uprising, when they would all rise up and turn against you in the galaxy, but I never saw that, and I think it was pretty similar for a lot of people. It didn't really trigger a lot. You would always either get the Unbidden, which is like the interdimensional aliens, or you got the Tyranid type things, whatever they're called, where they come from the side and they start swarming everywhere. So they've overhauled that in 1.8, so it's like a completely different thing now. But anyway, the robots, you couldn't be a machine empire. Then they brought out Utopia. That was that's probably the biggest DLC they've done, and that allowed you to ascend to the to that sort of thing. So you would start off as biological. You still couldn't start as robots, and then you would go to a cyborg, and then I think a robot, and then synthetics at the end. So you could get there, but you didn't start off with it. Whereas now you can start off as solely as a machine intelligence. So you start off as a robot. As you can see, I'm some weird floating... actually, is it floating, or is there like a bit of a leg bit there? I don't know anyway. It's a very slim Vorlon, essentially, here. We are with some sort of squiddly diddly thing with some ball on our heads. That's us, and we are a machine intelligence. So leaders are immortal. That's always a nice bonus, but they are double to recruit. So they're not going to die of diseases or old age or anything like that, but they can still die if the ship gets blown up or something like that. Machine population is not grown, it is bought, so you have to buy it and build it, just like other robots in the game previously. So you would go to a planet, so you would say this one here, and you would say build population, and you would say, right, we're going to build one of those. There you go, and it's building, that's what it does. It takes a while to build, but there is some perks that you can get to speed that up. You also... don't have any need for food, because obviously you don't have any biological stuff to feed or anything like that, although there's some ways where you might be able to have biological components in it, but that's a little bit further down the line that we might mention. But yeah, you can't follow psionic, biological, or synthetic ascension paths, because that's you. You are pretty much the height of what you think you should be, so that's a bit limiting, but you know, it is what it is. Also, you have no need for happiness and approval. It's very much like the hive mind, authority. No, authority? Ethic, that's it. You just don't care for it. You don't care for it. You just, whatever, you don't care either way, whether the planet's nice or not very nice. Like I say, it's you have no approval to deal with or anything like that. You also have 100% habitability, which is fairly powerful, because everything can be colonized. So, for example, I have a planet here, Seria Prime. It's a tomb world. 100% habitability. We're a robot. We don't care about landing on a planet and going, it's a bit cold, it's a bit damp. No. What? You want to land on a planet full of bomb creators and stuff? Yeah, no problem. Easy. No problem whatsoever. So you can spread out quite a bit. Other bonuses for them is, well, let's have a quick look in here. We've got, where is it, in the ethics? Yeah, you kind of factions, and you also get some nice influence in extra core systems. So that's, like I say, very similar to the hive mind stuff. Hive mind has been switched up a little bit as well, but it's similar to this. In terms of civics, we've gone with the determined exterminator. Born in fire, the machine intelligence first move was to annihilate its organic creators in self-defense. So we cannot engage with diplomacy with anyone at all. I'm guessing Oh no, organic species, sorry, so you can talk to other machine empires. You will always purge your organic population and gain unity for that, and you can use Armageddon bombardment and weapon damage is increased. We've also got the Warbots bonus, which increases our army damage and reduces their upkeep. So yeah, I've gone for a bit of a war thing here, which is good because, well, if you go over to the, where is it, opinion map mode, everybody hates me. Minus 1,000 and, well, 1,100, 1,150, 1,100, 1,161, 1,242. Yeah, nobody likes me. You can see murder machines, that's what their classes as. So yeah, nothing much we can do there. Sadly, these guys have gone into a defensive pact with their neighbours, so yeah, I don't think we'll be fighting those anytime soon. Also, I believe they are their equivalent in fleet power, naval capacity, and technology, so hey-ho. Anyway, what I'll do is unpause it and let this crack on. What we're doing is going to be building some... do I need to build more destroyers? I don't need to build more destroyers. I do, however, want to start upgrading some of these things in my... home system here. Do you hear that? That is one of the things that's been added as well. So you've now got 10 voice packs in the game, and they are based on... Yeah, they are based on your civics and such. So I am the... my ethics, sorry, is the some Gestal consciousness, so we're all one. And you can pick between... I think it's based on your ethics, so... you can have, I think there's like 8 in total, so spiritualist, collectivist, militarist, xenophobe, xenophile, that sort of thing, and then you've got ones for, you've got voice packs for the machine empires, which obviously what we're doing now, and also for the hive mind, so they all sound a bit different. So it's like the so if you go to war, for example, and the computer has to read, like, say, oh, we're going to war. If you're playing a pacifist, like, oh, we're at war, we don't like it. But then the, you know, the militaristic will be like, yes, let's go, and they'll all be very pumped up and, you know, want to attack. So it gives it a nice little bit of flavour. Anyway, where is our fleet? Let's have a quick look through. It is, oh, it's all just standing above, standing? Well, it's all just hovering above our main city. We've got what? We've got 10 cruisers and 10 destroyers and 18 corvettes. There's been an overhaul on these as well, and a balance pass, because naked corvettes were probably one of the best things you could have in the previous version. Although I just like to build battleships because they're big and cool, and you can have a honking space gun, so I don't think there's anything wrong with that one. We do need to upgrade that. Let me just knock the speed up a little bit. See, as I said, there's been other stuff to change. Let me just get... do you want shields or disruptor? Disruptor might be decent, because I've currently got blue lasers. I will go with shields. We've got blue lasers, so I don't think we need... or we've got UV lasers. I think we've got UV lasers. Either way, not going to be bothered too much about that. So anyway, yeah, as I was saying, we're just expanderating. As you can see, we've got currently 3 systems taken. 1 is almost finished colonizing. There's been an overhaul on the Unity tree, and it's actually been changed a little bit. So, for example, you mouse over some of this one, and it goes, a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict, and then loads of data corrupted, because it's all like, all of the text here has been changed, so it's more tailored to what you're playing, so it reads quite, you know, it actually reads like something that that faction might, like the way they would actually do it. So you don't get like a hive mind thing where it increases population happiness. Oh, it's like it changes. So yeah, that's another good thing. What I need to do, I've got a unspent trait point. I actually got a trait point here, and what you can do is alter your machines. You can literally just bolt stuff on and off them. So I can say create template, and I've currently got a machine which we can't change, and we've got superconductive, which gives us 10% energy credits, but we do want to up that a little bit. Now I've got a total of 1 trait point but 3 picks, so I can actually say remove that one and get something else if I wanted to. I don't want to do that. I instead want to add, I would like to add the logic engine, which is 10% for all science output, but I don't think we're going to end up doing that one. We've also got a ruler opinion impact. I don't really understand what that's all about, but hey ho. We'll go for robot build speed would be nice. Yeah, let's go for robot build speed. We'll create the template. So what you can do is you can create multiple templates, and then you can actually just say like assign the template. So you click on the template and you say apply it, and then you can say, right, well, I want to apply it to that one, and you know, specific bits. But I'm just going to say apply to everything, please, and it will take 2,740 what's that, engineering engineering, so it's going to take 67 months to do that. Okay, so we might let that time out because quite honestly, we'll be here a long time. Let's go for probably engineering facility, and I'll go for that one there. In fact, you know what, since we're not doing much there, I think I will start that. 67 months. It's going to take a while, but you know, I have to start somewhere. Right, so we've got this thing all upgraded. We're going to start upgrading some of these. That one will start upgrading. This one we've just colonized, as you can see. We will get a spaceport building. We'll have infrastructure projects on the go, which is building cost minus 25% and also a building speed plus 33%. And then what we want to do is start to build population. So you've got two types of bots now because I've made this template. So I'm going to start building the new one. I'm actually going to start build one and build multiple, and we'll have that one. We're going to have to knock it up to the fastest just so we can get enough points. I'm getting 60 credits time here. Well, let's say build multiple, put one in there and there. You can still move them around. You can only build one at a time, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. And we'll do that one there. It looks like physics research unit T3 has ceased functioning due to self-inflicted gravitational irregularity. Don't know what that is, but that's bad.
Technological acquisition successful.
Okay, I've died. Let me just pause a second. So I want something to do with physics. So particles, and just increase research speed. Yeah, in general, that's unit W5. We'll do that. We're a bit like the Borg, and you can make the Borg. Obviously, a lot of people were making similar things with the what shall I get? Probably get a tile blocker. That's some unemployment there as well, so we need to get you changed to we'll build an energy grid. Yeah, we'll build an energy grid there. Yeah, a lot of people were making like the Tyranids and things like that, and they sort of big swarming things with the Utopia hive mind, but now obviously you're going to have things like the Borg or whatever, the blog. We've got negative balance, which is a shame. Every machine, I'm guessing, takes, yeah, maintenance costs 1. So yeah, that starts to cost you a little bit of cash after a while, which is why we really do need to upgrade some of this stuff. I want to upgrade my spaceport because I'm trying to get a slightly I'm trying to increase my naval capacity, because if I do go to war, I want a fairly big fleet. These guys are still equivalent, but equivalent, I think it's within 25% of you. So it could be 40% actually. Don't know if it was changed or not. Either way, as long as I'm equivalent, it's not too bad, but I will be facing off against 2 of them probably. They have they only have a defensive pact. So if one of them goes to war, it doesn't mean that both of them are going to go to war. But also, let's have a quick look. These guys are friendly with most, but not these up here, because these are... Oh, hang on.
Construction complete.
Construction complete. These are really... These are sort of weird teddy bears that have been in... Ugh. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It's sort of teddy bears that have had the proton molecule get hold of them from the Expanse. Yeah, these are fanatical purifiers. They want to kill everything. And they're already at war, actually. Anyway, so construction ship is finished here. It has been just putting some mining stations there. We're going to go over to there and probably have to go over there as well. What I want to do is build a destroyer. Check the surface out. We'll probably upgrade these. So we'll upgrade 1, upgrade 2, 3, 4. Just get the full upgrades there. And the question is, do I want to change... Definitely want a Baratheon power plant. I also want probably an energy grid as well. Energy grid only generates 2 energy, but it's also got a 10% output. Obviously, Baratheon power plant, 10 energy. So that's going to immediately fix my energy problem. Normally, what you would do, if you had a problem with energy, you would talk to... we haven't got one. We've got some enclaves here. There should be a trade one as well somewhere. I have not yet met them, but even if I did, if I communicate with these, look, organics detected, communication terminated. You cannot talk to them at all. You've got no diplomacy options whatsoever. In terms of the endgame events, I think it's from 1.8, so anyone who has 1.8, the latest patch, will get this. There's now a different machine end game, which hopefully will mix it up a little bit. And also now, I don't know whether it's 1.8 or just this pack, but either way, I can't remember what they're called. The stagnant ascendancies, these guys, you can get machine ones as well, which might, you know, come out of retirement to wipe everybody out and things like that, or be protecting and stuff. And yeah, they've changed that up. Oh, also, one thing I'm glad to say as well. The megastructures, they're now actually mega. The Dyson sphere was fairly crap. You would put a Dyson sphere around a sun, around a star, and it would completely deaden out the rest of the system. If there was anything habitable, it would make it a tomb world, I believe, or might even just completely wreck it. But it only generated a bit of power. Like, I think it was like 250 or something like that. Now it generates a lot more. I think it's like 1,000. I could be wrong about the specific numbers on that one, but it generates a lot more. You can only ever build one of them, though. Not that you would really want to build more than one in the previous one anyway, because it took so long to do. But hey-ho. Right, so what have we got over here? That's construction complete there. That's fine. We're going to move down. Oh, we've actually moved to the left here. You can see how big my empire is. That's because I've got the Ascension perk of Interstellar Dominion. There you go, 25% border range. And also one of my researches, which I think was... let's have a quick look. I think it was in... might have been in Society, actually. Yeah, Galactic Ambitions plus 20% border range. So I've got, like, you know, almost double. Well, almost 50% more border range than everybody else, or well, the ones that haven't researched it, rather. I've also got, for some reason, terraforming. I just wanted out that every time it kept bringing it up, like, do you want terraforming? No, I don't want terraforming. It's literally the thing I don't, like, I have no use for whatsoever. Although, there is something to be said about terraforming something perhaps into a... Ah, that's the thing. Could you terraform things into a tomb world? I don't think you can. I don't think you can. What I want to do is build a animal evolution laboratory, which will study the properties of unique animal strain that inhabits the region. That's it's the same as like the I was going to call it the farm. No, the zoo, Xeno Zoo. Anyway, so we'll go for it's atmospheric manipulation. Don't need that. Cheaper war demands, that would be good. Biolab 2. Neither of them are decent. Actually, that does give me energy storage capacity, so we'll go for that one, because it'd be nice to get a nice, big, hefty balance there. So let's build... Oh, we've also got another shields there, and we've got either advanced sensors, fusion reactor, or we've got that there, fusion reactor, because we're still on stock engines, so we've just got a couple of Duracells just powering our ships. Other batteries are available, obviously. Different manufacturers and whatnot. Let's go for a couple of destroyers. I think they are size 2, and they'll be plonked on there. So, I'm trying to think what else really the machines do differently. I think that's just about it. I've got some modifiers here, which is enhanced ship speed. I think that's something we got earlier. You don't have to be a determined exterminator. You can actually be a sort of a bit of a happy robot, I believe. But I just went, ooh, look at that one. We can wipe out all synthetic life. Yeah, sorry, all biological life. Yeah, we'll see what that's like. So we'll go for that one. Let's put on infrastructure projects, which makes things cheaper. And we'll go for upgrading. Actually, we won't. What we'll do is we'll start to build multiple pops. 1, 2, 3. Why not? There we go. And obviously, we do need to put something on the... on there as well, because otherwise we won't be doing anything. Although it'll be nice to get rid of that bomb crater. It's going to cost 125 energy, 125 minerals, so it's a bit too expensive. A bit too rich for my blood, that's for sure. And that's fully upgraded. Let's have a look at the Ascension perks, actually. I'm getting close. 27 months for the next tree that I can go in. I'm currently going up Prosperity and Discovery. I've completed the Supremacy tree. So fire rate is increased by 1. In terms of Ascension perks, they've still got the same old stuff here. Master Builders have been changed, so it's a lot cheaper to get... I think you get Mega Engineering standard. Then you've got Circle of Life. Synthetic Age, so it increases your machine points, but you can't go that way. That's... Ooh, Machine Worlds. Ooh, we shall shape our worlds into minor image of ourselves, or mirror image of ourselves, replacing the frailty of biology with the immutable perfection of metal. Unlocks the terrifying option Machine World. Special planet that in uninhabitable bioorganics. Machine pops living on machine worlds have their resource output increased by 15%. Sweet! Well, I haven't built that, but I want to. I'll probably never build it, but because it's quite expensive to get there. So, is there anyone I can go to war with? Not that I really... I'm not wanting to go to war. And there's the Zelvans, some beetle type thing. And they are... What are they? They are militarist and fanatic materialist. And they've got a defensive pact with the Shrek Alliance and the hegemony, which is them over there. This guy's is spreading like wildfire. Look at this, massive. Egalitarian and fanatic spiritualist. Spiritual seekers, apparently, so they're not necessarily aggressive, but they do have a couple of rivalries. Well, one of them's me, but, you know. Actually, he's one of me. No, yes. Yeah, rivaling me. Yeah, they've got 3 rivals and 2 people rivaling them. I could rival them back if I... No, I don't even have it. I've got 3 rivalries. There's the Shrek. Look, they've already gone over there. This is the Holy Guardian, so I'm staying well out of their way. If we go in here, we can't see it. Celestial Throne's there with a big broken moon, and we've got a Sky Temple over there as well. That's a Gaia world, so don't even try, because it's a Gaia world. It's also a holy world, so if you try to take that, these guys will not be best pleased. In fact, some of them, if you even go near their borders, they'll come at you. They've changed the way the leveling up works. Now you've got a different type of skill level. Originally, I think the hard cap was 5. Now this one is 7, but it can go up based on your picks and such. So that's good. And we've just got the best piece of music in the game because, well, it is. Yeah. Always good, the music in these games. Right, so, where are we at? So, we're on max fleet capacity. That's been upgrade rated. We'll probably give that a little upgrade. We want to get a spaceport level 2. We'll have a solar panel network. Just got fusion reactors, so we'll probably get power plant 2 would be good. And then we'll upgrade all of our fleet. Haven't yet built any fleets here as any specific design. It's just whatever the computer gives me. One of the things I haven't seen is you've got hive mind, right? But there's no biological ships in the game yet. Well, there is biological stuff in the game, but not for you. So you've got, I think over here, can't see them there. There's alien vessels there, but they are the weird. You've got a couple of ones that go around. There's one that's like jellyfish. I call them Fen because it reminds me of that of the things that hide in hyperspace in Crusade, Babylon 5 spin-off. But yeah, they're just sort of random space jellyfish. You've also got the Leviathans. You've got the bug-looking things. You've got the crystalline ones, and you've also got the endgame event where the horrible bugs turn up. So there's all that in the game, but you just can't have it yet, which is a bit of a shame. I would have thought that would have been added at some point. Also, let's go for research alternatives. That's good. Also, we don't have machine. There's no machine. There's no machine craft. Like just like you don't even need. There's no crew on it. It's just machines. Or like there's just. It doesn't even matter if it does anything mechanical. Just a different look. You know, because I mean that obviously that could be a machine, no problem whatsoever. But it'd be nice to have like a robotic one. I mean, I don't want like cogs and pistons and gears on it or anything like that. Like off Endless Space, where you have one of them that's a bit like that. Like it looks like all clockwork. No, we don't want that, but whatever. Just it would be nice to have a different ship. Warp drive 2. Nothing in that because we don't have any auxiliary research. That's okay, fine. We've got another perk, and we could go for pop upkeep reduced by 10%. That'll then take down to extreme temperature computing, which gives the energy grid and energy nexus 2 unity generation. So I'm going to do that, and we'll accept that. Looks like we've got some people that are not working, so we'll say this is mineral rich, so we want minerals on here, and I'll get that on minerals. That'll be minerals, and that'll be minerals, and that'll be minerals as well. Most of them have already got it anyway. Look at that, 60 in energy, nice. Okay, so you want to go there. You want to get mining outposts. We've got new research. This another ecological adaptation. We don't want that. We do want to clear more tile blockers though, because we do have some here that we want to get rid of. Now that guy should be on a mine. That one don't really need to. Build pops will have 1 G bot there, and it looks like all of my bots have been upgraded, I believe. That's good. We'll build one of those there, and then we'll build a unit tree. There we go. It's an uplink. It's called an uplink load. It's a It's a tree, right? In this game, it's called something different based on who you play, because obviously it wouldn't make sense you saying, "Oh look, a nice biological tree gives you unity." That doesn't make sense. Anyway, that can be upgrade rated to a biolab, I think. Although, oh, you still have to do bio research. Sorry, society research. But yeah, there you go. Ships are all sorted. And there's a lot of upgrades here. I think most of the upgrades are because we've just got that research for... We've just got the research for...
System survey complete.
For level 2 of the power generators. System surveyed. There's no other end game precursor stuff, I don't think. This is the Cyberx. There's still the same old ones. I don't think that's been tweaked. But the thing is, that's not the main problem. I didn't think the end game was the main problem with this thing. The problem is sort of the mid. It's always had a slow mid game, Stellaris, and it's because you get a stalemate. So, for example, I can't attack this guy, he can't attack me. Those two are defensed up and they're not going to attack me, but I can't attack them. And then what tends to happen is, I mean, this is only, I think it's a 200 or 400 star map, so very small compared to the big games of like 1,000 that I've done regularly and whatnot. The thing is, you'll get it so like you'll get a split down the galaxy. You might get the odd rogue guy like this who is just there, fanatical purifiers, won't be friendly to anyone, just tries to attack, but he might not get anywhere. But for the most part, if you've got, let's call them normal civics and normal ethics, whatever that might be. I know it's a bit of an alien concept in this thing, but either way, you'll get a big split down the middle, and you'll have a couple of allies. You'll have a couple of federations all clumped together. Nobody wants to kick anything off because it means going to a big galaxy-wide war. So you just sit there. Ah, looks like someone has actually declared war on me. Who has declared war on me? It is the Skrek Alliance, which is those guys. Okay. I can say for my war demand. Oh, well, that's his war demand. He wants to nick all my planets. Right, well, I think we'll have some counter demands. I want to have Bricotti. That one to me, and that one there. And I'll have a humiliate off him, and you can destroy your outposts while you're at it, pal. 71 war score. We could have a couple more in here. 82. Xanabor, we'll take that one off him. Xanabor, 92, and that one there where it was set demands. Okay, because you have to go for 100 war score. Right, so he's attacking me. Currently, acceptance is -55. We've just got a bit of research done there. Nothing to upgrade. I am going to see where he jumps to. What I'll do is go into here. I'm going to send my fleet over there. We're on fast speed. I'm going to send it to the edge, ready to jump. This is the jump line. And then I'll see where he goes.
Construction complete.
I'm going to go on the attack. I can always jump back, can't I? There hasn't been any change as far as I can tell in the jump drives. I'm surprised they haven't added another jump drive yet. I know it's always been a problem for them because the jump drive... 2.2k fleet. I can deal with that, I believe. I'm just going to head straight towards them. And they've also got some transport fleets behind them. I do have armies as well, by the way. I've got 10 transport armies. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't added some more ways of travelling, like a Battlestar Galactica type jump thing, where you can...
Hostile fleet assets.
There's a hostile fleet. Where you can have like there's some shots. So he's got kinetics. I do have armor and shields, and my lasers are carving away quite nicely. I'm losing some ships, but he's losing them a lot faster than me by the look of it. Oh, his destroyers are going right down. Now we're into the meat of it. We're right in CQB, and my tracking ain't good enough. Nope, I'm still winning. It's a fairly even fight. But I'll win it just on sheer points, I think, because I've got more than them. Yeah, anyway, what was I saying? About, yeah, they haven't added more jump stuff, which is a shame. I hope that would be added at some point, like a Battlestar Galactica. You can jump anywhere, but there's like a massive cooldown, or you can get lost or whatever. That would be fairly interesting. Very difficult to balance, though, which is why I don't think they'll... I think if they do it, they'll be very, very reluctant, or it'll be difficult to do. But digressing back to talking about the main problem with the game is that it's always been the mid-game. There we go, we've actually won that fight. Excelente. Yeah, it's always been the mid-game where you get this stalemate, and the problem is that there's no economic victory, right? Your victory conditions are domination, win the game with 40% all habitable planets under your control. Conquest, have 8, basically wipe everybody out, and Federation victory. Control 60% as a Federation. That's the options. There's no economic, there's no social, there's no nothing like that. So pacifists can't really win as easy as militarists. And even if, you know, you can just say, we'll band together and win by that way, the Federation. The problem is that guns eventually beat all. Doom stacks, you know, fleets of 200,000 military power will just be the death of you. There's no espionage system in the game. There's no tactics involved in the fighting. I don't mind the fighting in the game. It is what it is. You just let it crack on. You see, I've now taken that because I've wrecked the fleet. Oh, excellent. I'm going to go back. Because I've destroyed that bit. I've now taken all that. Fantastic. Yeah, so there's no espionage system. The only way you can win is by killing. Or that's for the most part, anyway. So that's not great at all. And this doesn't fix that. It adds more flavour, it adds more things, but it doesn't fix that problem.
Technological acquisition successful.
And I wouldn't say it's an oversight, but I really hope that the next big DLC or a couple of patches go down that, try to fix it. More control in combat would be nice, because at the moment it just goes, and it's really dumb at times. Like, you could be engaging a fleet here, and one transport fleet will come in, and it'll completely veer off course to go and shoot that. No, shoot the ones with the guns! I don't know if that's been improved here, but either way, that needs to be sorted if that's still in. And just more control, like just say, what's your priority? You know, even if you just click on it and say, right, my priority is this, this, this. I know you can set priorities for the ships when you build them. You can go on your ship designer and it's your combat thing here. But it would be nice to be able to do it from the fleet. Say, right, engage this target, engage that target, primary health, whatever. That would be nice to do. And when you've got this massive big federations, or even if you've got knockoff federations, even if like now, for example, this guy here, bad example, this guy, he's friendly with most people in the galaxy, apart from me, obviously, and this guy, because we are, well, wanting to kill everything. But he's friendly with everybody. So how do you can if you want to stop him personally to win, then you're gonna have to do military stuff. There's no espionage to slowly reduce his opinion with him. Breaking up from the boardroom, from the political side of it. That's what's missing. Sadly, this does not fix all of that. Now, going on a rant there, I know, but just thought I'd just put it out there. Either way, Synthetic Dawn, I do like it. I was hesitant because I don't really have any great interest in the machine stuff, but the changes that it brought with it, and that has added some more flavour and spiced things up a bit. Definitely like the way they've implemented the robots and stuff, and gives you some nice extra content. But like I say, the meat of it, the moment to moment, especially mid game, hopefully see some improvement there at some point. Either way, links in the description so you can check it out yourself. Like I say, you've got the 1.8 update as standard, which changes several things up and is just decent on its own. Then you've got this one, which is to do with robots. If you don't want robots, then don't bother, because you don't really need to get this if you don't want robots. But yeah, whatever. Most people who play this game, I'm sure, have already grabbed it, because why wouldn't you? Because I think it's fairly cheap anyway. Either way, hope you enjoyed the video. Links in the description. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. And generic partings. I'm about to win another fight, actually. He's a bit dumb.